left, Pacific. Launch at 19018 knots, takeoff at 5 today. 2598, hold Charlie 111. Hold Charlie 111. Runway 4279, can I report over to this? Tower American 153 Heavy visual at we're standing and operating right. Tower 153 Heavy, just on the rest of the land. Little land.
Spoilers up, reversers out. Starting a little bit earlier because one, we can, and two pretty nice heavies coming here to the west. Wasn't planned, so was able to start early. But when you start early, you are kinda, like the setup is like half set up. So let's get the chat going. Welcome, Planes for Life, Bill Caldem, wonderful moderator, Uncle Car Guy. Welcome, Ray. Welcome, Jay Bueno, Brian Henry, Yin Iguana Condor. Welcome to you as well. Welcome, Yin. Hopefully, everyone is having a good Monday, as much as you can have it good. And we started early because of those two heavies, and I think the next heavy we have is going to be the Finnair polka dot livery, which I genuinely have no clue where it is. So I'll stick with the rather smaller planes. Welcome, Kevin Kelly. Welcome. We will have a nice amount of UPS action going on, but no Air Canada for tonight. Also, no King of the Skies. A380 literally departed from Sydney an hour ago, so Spoilers up, reversers out on that 737-800. And we're gonna go over to the Max, the Alaskan Max. Taking off there on 1A left. Oh, is that Air Canada moving? Are they back? Yeah, I don't know what happened with Qantas. It literally departed an hour ago. I was surprised myself. But so that MAX 9 that we just saw take off to Seattle, the 737-800 we saw land flight 3170, and this one is an E175. Uh-oh. Okay, let's not multitask. Yeah, we pulled up right as the Cathay Pacific A350 pulled up here to DFW. And so it usually likes the corner gate. So I was quite surprised to see it actually go to the corner gate. Hold on. That E175 headed to Corpus Christi Envoy 3805 as I go to the next arrival. It's an A321 from Puerto Vallarta. Spoilers up, reversers out. As it slows itself down on runway 18 right. Got two aircrafts here. Got the CRJ-900 headed off to Wichita. That one actually operated by PSA Airlines. PSA 5546. Behind that is an A321 off to Ontario, flight 3006. Oh yeah, I wanted to see flights, you know. So yeah, Finnair is going to arrive in about 50 minutes, but we do have a UPS 767 freighter about half an hour out. We have a couple other things. This one a Neo, an Airbus A321 Neo. Spoilers up, reversers out. We're gonna adjust the tripod a little bit so that we can get some better shots. It's 7:07 a.m. Should we stay? Should we just stay here for like 12 hours? Should we just, you know, not go to sleep? Oh yeah, I was gonna check flights. Let's see if departures, if there's gonna be any heavy departures. We should have a few. We have a 777 off to Dublin. Got a 777 off to London. Got a few. Oh, we have a flight coming in. Another 737-800 for American Airlines. Spoilers up, reversers out. That one coming in from Quartaro, flight 2868. A good shot. Our next arrival coming in from Tulum, flight 163, a 737-800 for American. Looks like behind that is a 737-800, flight 2043 from Los Angeles. Okay. Now we're gonna see. So I found the 767 freighter, flight 9747 for UPS. Did Finnair did follow that route. Okay, so there's a chance that Finnair might go to the east just because of, you know, yo, the coyote's back. Dude, comes up every stream. Look at that. Coyote in the house. Maybe that's why they blocked off this part of Founders Plaza. Just chilling. Oh, it's focusing on the grass. Camera, please. No. I see something pushing back there from Terminal D. Spoilers up, reversers out on the 737. There she is. That is flight 132 headed off to Dublin. You know, that coyote, I don't know. Well, we're definitely safe. Yeah, and we're definitely safe. There's a reason that they put a fence here now, I understand. Although I don't know why they couldn't have just put the fence somewhere else to stop off the coyote, because basically we're on the edge of the DFW airport property. This is technically still part of their property. So next to us is like tall grass that they, you know, maintain maybe bi-yearly, something like that. So, you know, wildlife loves to be over there. I remember when we caught the arrival, the welcome back arrival for the A380. So there were people down there in the tall grass. And I remember back in the day, we would also chill over there sometimes, get some good shots of like the belly of the plane. But no, the DFW airport police came and escorted them out. So They've definitely ramped up their security measures here. Behind the 737 from Los Angeles, we do have an E-170 from Birmingham, envoy 3548. And behind that looks like there's another E-175 from Memphis, envoy 4191. On the departure board, on the other hand, there's an E-175 off to Springfield, flight 3671, making its way. It's about to make a left turn there onto runway 18 left. And then behind is another E-175 to Appleton, flight 4188. And DFW ramping up right now, getting ready for golden rush hour. So, almost there. This is the pre-golden hour flights. Ooh, 777 on the move. Wouldn't be surprised if that 777 goes east, but all we can do is pray. You know, because there's not too much traffic on both sides of the airport, I wouldn't be surprised to see it come over here. And the A321 off to Ontario, this one is lining up right now, but I'm going to head to the arrival coming in from LA. Spoilers up, reversers out.
Envoy 4188, RNAS to depart runway 18 left expectation. RNAS, depart 18 left expectation, Envoy 41. Envoy 3485,
Can't do that.
Envoy 3485, depart 18 right for the runway. You're welcome for my patience, sir. You were wearing it thin.
Welcome to Mitushu. Welcome, Austin. Had your appendix removed. Uh-oh. Hopefully everything is sorted out now. Hopefully you're feeling better. Hold on. Spoilers up, reversers out.
2043 cross, 21 left down for 0.65 down the road.
In between arrivals, we can see the Queen getting loaded up. What do you want to say, Ozzy Dad? Hold on. Uh-oh. Nope, I just killed our mic. Dude. 2043 cross, 21 left down for 0.65 down the road. 2043 cross, 21 left down for 0.65 down the road. In between arrivals, we can see the Queen getting loaded up. What do you want to say, Ozzy Dad? Hold on. Oh, nope, I just killed our mic. Dude. Dude. This is an absolute tragedy. This. I always said I'd bring new ones, and I never did. Try that again. You're just gonna have to stand up if you want to say it.
Hey Austin, I hope you feel better, man.
Oh. Ah. Haha. There we go. He didn't hear you. Our mic was bugging. What'd you say?
Tell Austin that I hope he feels better.
Ozzy Dad hopes you feel better, Austin. I missed the arrival. Okay. We do have a 737 making its way up. This one headed off to Toronto. I wonder if people actually come out here at 10:30 at night to see the A380. Or just the people who want to see the A380 just see it when it lands. I don't know. What do we think? Welcome, Jero. Welcome. Oh, okay. Atlas Air Flight 8318 headed back, or headed to, I don't know where they're based, but headed to Seoul 747 400, Queen of the Skies. When the birds feel a little too comfortable around you. This one, was this one off to Toronto? Ben. If only Air Canada flew this route, you know. Spoilers up, reversers out. Look at that. Look at that, making the shot. Nice. Atlas Air, the Queen of the Skies, pushing back right now as the flow of traffic increases. We have just a few. No, we got a couple. A lot of planes. This one off to Los Angeles, flight 3000. Dang, that got downgraded. This one used to be a triple. Next to it is an E170, flight 3723. Behind that is an E175, flight 4026. And on it goes. This flow basically just doesn't end. UPS now just 24 minutes out. The 767-300 freighter coming in from Columbia and South Carolina. And I'm just not showing aircrafts anymore. Behind it is the polka dot livery for Finnair. About 40 minutes out. It's just keep on getting delayed. What's going on with you, Finnair? Special livery flight 21. This is the second flight of today for Finnair from Helsinki. I don't know if it's for the summer or just in general, but they ramped up service from 5 times a week to 11 times a week. Quite the upgrade. They said, nah, we don't need every day. We need more than every day. Can I catch flight 132? I can try. It is currently lined up. I can try. I think after this departure it'll be visible. And then hopefully after that, the Queen of the Skies, it'll be moving. That means we have 2 Queen of the Skies. The UPS one and then that one. Alright. Now I'll pan over to like right here, and it should just what? Oh. Hold on, after the 777. There she is. That is American Airlines Flight 132 headed off to Dublin. It is a 777-200ER departed on the east side, which makes sense geographically, but like, can we just have it here? There she goes. In the meantime, I'll show you this. What do you want to see, Ozzy Dad?
I want to see here the numbers.
I can't even bend over though with this mic. No? You didn't like that? Maybe that's better. We'll see how long that lasts. I just moved it to the other ear. Alright. Moving the pan. Panning the camera. Moving the camera. Because the Atlas Air, Queen of the Skies, beginning its move. Beginning its taxi, should make itself visible in the next 15 seconds. Oh, I saw its tail, so it is taxiing. Again, this one, Atlas Air 8318 off to Seoul in South Korea. I believe this one should be departing here on the west side, judging by its destination. But you never know. We also have American Airlines Flight 80 off to London Heathrow, the 777-300. Lit up there at Terminal D, should be pushing back any second now. UPS Flight 9747, now just 8 minutes out from an arrival, coming in from Columbia in South Carolina. It is a 767-300 freighter. Shortly behind it, now just half an hour out, Finnair Flight 21 coming in from Helsinki. The Airbus A350-900 in their special polka dot livery. Hoping to see that one, make it a little bit earlier than expected. It's already in about a half an hour delay, but hopefully I can make up some time. So plenty of heavies here at DFW. All we're waiting is just for them to begin their move. Did I hear that a lot of O'Hare flights got diverted? I did not. Golden hour is approaching rather quickly. Obviously, the farther you get away from the longest day of the year, the quicker and shorter, I guess, that's the same word, the golden hour is. There we go. Hopefully Atlas Air, since it is making the trek across the Pacific, hopefully it goes full length. Not just, you know, departing there from the Yankee intersection, which is where it is right now. It's about a fifth of the runway shorter if he took off from there than it would be if he took off full length. No, I'm no full expert, but judging by just how fast it's going, I don't think it's gonna, you know, go short. I feel like it'd go full length. Your man does not lie. He knows what he's talking about. Huh? Sure, yeah. It's funny, this camera makes it look like as if we're already in golden hour, but it can get even more gold than this, believe it or not. I think only once ever have I seen a heavy in this position face towards me and depart off of runway 18 right. Only once. Did I hear about the Air Canada flight attendants? I did. They are now on strike. I wonder how long it'll last. And it'll turn right, meaning that it'll position its tail towards us before lining up there on runway 18 left. This one just got clearance to just, you know, turn and burn, did it? No, I think it did. I think it genuinely got clearance to pull a U-turn and turn and burn. Not wasting any minute. Every minute for those pilots is precious. So again, this one's the Atlas Air flight off to Seoul, flight 8318, lined up here on 18 left. And there, she gets her clearance. A little bit of a wobbly takeoff. Off she goes on a very fun route. I wouldn't mind tagging along. And we have quite the queue here for 1-8 left. This is United Flight 2655 off to Denver in Airbus A319. And looks like golden hour is beginning just now. All these planes, you know, they look gold, but they're white. Spoilers up, reversers out on that A321. Spoilers up, reversers out on this A320 coming in from Denver.
Echo Bravo, hold short, runway 18 left. Bravo, hold short, 18 left.
Spoilers up, reversers out on this American A321. Welcome, want to get up, go ahead, welcome. Triple 7 on the move. Welcome, William Stade, welcome. I thought about renaming my channel. I have, but the channel name, it's just too iconic. It's too iconic. It's something that has stuck with me since I was 8 years old. Because back then, YouTube, you know, they basically said that if I want to continue to like videos and comment on videos, that I'd have to create a channel, and so I was just put on the spot, and I made it up, and it just kind of stuck. This 777 is a 777-200ER, 26 years of age. Headed off to Los Angeles, flight 1972. We also have another 777. I wonder if I can get in the same shot. It's over there. 777-300ER off to London Heathrow, flight 80. Finnair flight 21 coming in from Helsinki, now just 6 minutes out in the polka dot livery. Six minutes. I have a FedEx 767 from Houston. You know, if that one comes here to the west side, it's a miracle. The good part about this departure here off to Los Angeles is that it is pretty much a guaranteed west side departure. The issue with all the European flights is that, technically speaking, the flight plan requests east, just out of, you know, it makes sense. Sometimes they do come here to the west side, you know. Oh. Whoa. There may be a fire somewhere near the terminal. I just see smoke. I don't know. I'm hoping the polka dot livery comes over here to the west side. That would be devastating if it didn't. There we go. That little left angle facing towards us that it made, what it's doing right now, guarantees a west side departure. But if it goes to the east side, it doesn't do that, it just turns to the east. There's something called the Yankee Bridge. Basically a plane spotter's worst nightmare here. It provides the ability to have both sides of the airport connected, but also means that a lot of flights go east. Yeah, I don't see how Finnair makes it over here to the west side. I don't see it. It came in with the special livery as well. Hopefully it does. There's a UPS 767 that landed about 12 minutes ago, coming in from Columbia in South Carolina. Landed on the east side, now making its way towards us because the UPS facility is just south of us here at the plaza. Oh, what's going on with that terminal? When the UPS makes its way so it's a little bit closer, I'll pan over to it because it really comes up close. I remember the first year that Finnair operated is in 2022, operated here in DFW, and that entire year until 2023, I did not see a single special livery until, like, now they bring it, we have a larger pool of flights, so obviously, you know, it grants us more, the probability becomes higher. But we barely saw that one before we started getting a bunch of flights. And I remember I missed the first time that Finnair came with the One World livery, not even the polka dot, the One World livery, and I was quite devastated. It's kind of like Qatar. Qatar also has a single aircraft with One World livery, and we maybe get it here once a year, twice if we're lucky. I think I only have one recorded picture of it. Qatar has a lot of cool 777 liveries, but the A350 is just a little bit too new for them. They haven't, you know, decked it out with liveries just yet. Crossing over runway 18 left, although I think this one's going to hold short of 18 right, so I will go to the 777 off to London here at the moment of truth. Will it stay here on the west side, or will it turn its nose and head to the east? And this one looks like it's going to head to the east side tonight. Wasn't thinking anything differently. I wonder what that smoke is behind Terminal D there. Hopefully nothing serious. But you never know. So this one's gonna come up close and personal. I guess you guys will see. If you guys thought the Atlas Air 747 was up close, this one gets even closer. We may need to pan over to the Finnair a little bit in the way of this 7.6 to catch the polka dot livery coming in. I see the polka dot livery. I think I'm going to go for it, and then I'll be back to the 7.6 in just a second. There she goes as we quickly pan to the 7.6 pulling in there to the parking spots. As we head back to the 777, my phone will die. Do we still have the charger?
What?
Do we have my phone charger still?
Yeah.
Very good. There's the I have the iPhone with the dynamic island. They're like new dynamic island. So I think it's all cool and all fancy and everything. But with the dynamic island, they make it so like the base notifications are through the island, the dynamic island. So I just never know when my phone's gonna die. Because you know how like in the old iPhones, you know, you get the notification and then it's like close or low power mode. It tells you. It pops up like an actual like a software update notification. But newer iPhones, they don't. I wonder if it's a setting. I wonder if I can change that. The 777 is on the move. We do have a 777 from London Heathrow, flight 81. Although, judging by the the amount of European flights that came here to the west side so far, our odds aren't looking so good. So this one's American Airlines flight 1972, headed off to Los Angeles on board a 777-200ER. I can't wait for, welcome Captain Mickey Mouse, welcome. I can't wait for Eva Air to start flying over here. Dude, that's a lot of smoke. But it's not normal. What is going on? Look at the smoke. I hope everything's okay. There's a lot of smoke. It's not from Terminal D. Looks like it's maybe from Terminal E.
Thanks for double checking. We lost signal and runway 18 right. Racket 3309, traffic hold, switching line, cross 18 left, in the Alpha route, ground point 8 on top of the Alpha bridge.
Thanks for double checking is crazy. The controller has some attitude. We have hope that we'll see a FedEx 767 freighter coming in from Houston, flight 1139, as it's making its downwind here on the west side. So hopefully it sticks here to the west side and it departs on, or departs. It arrives here on runway 18 right. A much needed heavy arrival. Spoilers up, reversers out. Look at that, Dreamliner. Flight 130 about to take off on the east side. Did it already take off? It is not. Okay, very good. This one looks like it's headed to the hangar, but it's actually very, it's very funny to watch these ground crew, you know, the mechanics move the planes because they don't particularly obey speed limits here on the taxiway. So you'll just see them strolling casually at 40 knots. Spoilers up, reversers out on that 737. I have a good feeling about the FedEx flight. The FedEx flight would be very nice. It would be very, very, very nice. There we go, got clearance to cross over 18 left this Dreamliner. Alright, let's see what speed we can see them cross at. So right now they're at 10 knots. $17 knots, 20 knots. Alright, I don't think it'll go any faster than 20 because it has to stop here for an incoming arrival on 18 right. Do want to see. Okay. So we have an MD-11 freighter. Can I see it? I can. UPS flight 751 headed back to Louisville. Should be lining up on the radar. Its scheduled time of departure is 8:02. So. When I see it start pushing back, I'll stick with it. Oh yeah, look at that. $30 knots. No. Are they gonna stay at 30 knots? I have definitely seen them go faster, that's for sure. Zoom into Finnair. Oh, is Finnair visible? Finnair is visible. There it is in the polka dot livery. Could the smoke be firefighting training? Great question, Z-Bar. Great question. So we do have a firefighting training facility, although the firefighting training facility is on the perimeter of the airport, on the, like the just south of the hangars. So not on the side of the runways where the terminal is, but on the other side. So on like the perimeter, I guess. And yes, we have seen firefighting training in progress before, both from this location and what used to be our reverse ops location before the beginning of the construction on Terminal F. And you would face directly to you'd be just south of the terminals, just south of like after the terminals, there's the Bravo Bridge, and then after that is where we were, and we would be straight on. Looks like FedEx will be arriving here on the west side. A rare occurrence to see a FedEx flight 1139 coming in from Houston. A quick 55-minute hop. Although right now we will be focusing on the Finnair polka dot livery that came in earlier tonight. Here on the east side, there on the east side. Made a long 15-minute taxi around both runways there on the east side and over here the west. Now approaching its gate here in Terminal D. So now number 2 for arrival is the FedEx 767-300 freighter, which I think could segue us to the UPS MD-11, which honestly should light up any second now. There goes the Finnair. It's a good banana bus. Hello there, 737. Spoilers up, reversers out. Parker, I couldn't agree with you more. You know, I think the the American Airlines fleet is heavily outdated, and my favorite aircraft out there flying in the skies. Please focus on the plane, please. Yay. But yeah, so that the A350 is my favorite bird flying in the skies, and I was definitely bummed out. Spoilers up, reversers out on the 767 freighter. Definitely not used to that livery around here. That one, UPS dominates the west side over here, but FedEx has their facilities on the east side, so they sure do dominate the east side. Still keeping an eye out on the MD-11. Really should be seeing that one move soon. It's funny, we have 2 Air Canada A220s just stuck here because no flight attendant is willing to. They're on strike right now, but oh, I will know when that MD-11 fires up because you'll just hear the engines fire up. Oh, you'll know. There's one Air Canada aircraft, and the other one is right behind the FedEx, right next to Qatar. Both of them grounded here until a crew is willing to take it back home.
2465, you should be tower on the way right, clear to land, wind 140. Oh, 42.8, NX 5. Runway 42, 36, that forward, hold short, 18 back to Golf 8. I take the high speed, hold short, 18 left, Golf 8, on board, 43. Runway 40, 30, for RF departure, 18 left, 6 take off. RF departure, 18 left, 6 take off, on board, 46.
How does Flight Radar know that UPS is scheduled for 8:02, which that I understand, but how do they know that it's the estimated time of departure is 8:12? Like, I don't understand how that works. 787 lit up there at Terminal D. I don't know if y'all saw it. The MD-11 definitely has its APU on.
Skywest 49.29, 6795 feet, Echo Bravo, hold short, 18 left.
Look at this. This Dreamliner has its lights on. That one also headed to the hangar. That one will also be heading to the hangar, I suppose. There we go. UPS beginning its pushback right now. Spoilers up, reversers out on that 7-3. I'll try and get the MD-11. Let's see. There it is. No, not the guy. I want the plane. But we'll get back to it when it's actually a bit more visible than that. In the meantime, this airport always gives us planes to occupy our time. This is American Airlines 2298 off to Portland.
KDFW Tower, runway 19 to land, today, 16012.
It actually hasn't begun its pushback yet. Oh, never mind. It just began its pushback at the MD-11. Again, that MD-11 UPS flight 751 headed back to Louisville. The MD-11 in discussion is 24 years of age. Delivered back in 01. Huh? Hey, we crossed the 100 like mark. The Dreamliner. There was a Dreamliner that I was showing y'all. Oh, there's a 777. I think the 777 we just saw, the American 777 we just saw on frame is Flight 81 coming in from London Heathrow. That one, a 777-300ER. And FedEx wants to be in the shot too. It's like, hey, let me join the party. Welcome back, Austin. Welcome. Oh, is the 777 hidden? it is hiding behind the FedEx. Now, what I think FedEx is going to do is it's going to turn left, so it'll face north, and it'll make its way closer to us, maybe, and then head to the FedEx facility. Let's see if I am correct. FedEx? Yeah. I was gonna say, you're not a passenger plane. I don't think you can go to a terminal. Oh, you know what? The Dreamliner behind that 767 for FedEx, the Dreamliner off to Sao Paulo, flight 963. Parker saying, I'm new to your channel, but you're doing a great job. It's like Walt trained you or something. You could say he trained me. Obviously, constantly learning, so. You know, Walt and I are like acquaintances. We work together to try and provide the most amount of live DFW plane spotting nights as possible. During the summer, we were able to pretty much show DFW Airport live 6 times a week between the both of us. Now, since school is starting back up, I will have to drop down to maybe twice a week, but it'll still be a solid, 4 or 5 live broadcasts between the two of us here at Dallas. So. Oh, is UPS on the move? Not yet. So this one landed in front of our eyes just a few minutes ago, and it is heading to the east side to its home base. As I leave the 7-6, I'll go to the Dreamliner off to Sao Paulo, beginning its taxi. As I kind of wait for the MD-11, obviously, when the MD-11 begins its roll, I'll have to pan over to it. It is the closest a plane will ever get to us here at the plaza. Now, the arrivals do get really, really, really close to us, but I think the taxiway that the UPS facility is on is just a little bit closer. wonder why this one, I guess this one's waiting for taxi instructions. It looked like it was ready to go, had its taxi light on and everything, and now it went all stealth mode. I think UPS. Is also, there we go. UPS is also waiting for taxi information, looks like. I guess ground is a little bit occupied. That's crazy. This MD-11 is about the same size as the 777-200ERs that operate most of American's long-haul flights out of here. That is crazy to me, because usually freighters get the old aircrafts, and you know, us passengers get to enjoy the new ones. Okay, now I can officially say UPS has begun its taxi. It is rolling on the taxiway. Once it becomes visible, which is now, I'm going to pan over to it. I'll keep an eye on the Dreamliner, of course. And there she is, the 24-year-old aircraft. Uh-oh. Did it not know where to go? If this one continues straight, we will have a beautiful tri-jet depart in front of us. If this one turns, there's a chance it might go to the east side. So let's try and not bring up the east side and have positive energy towards this one. It's going so slow. I feel like it's like it's keeping us here in the moment of truth. Is it like, are we gonna turn? Are we gonna go straight? You know, flight radar, it tried to predict that it would come here to the west side, so it showed it kind of continuing along, but there is a chance this Louisville flight oh, you know what? Qantas Flight 22 headed back to Melbourne, the 787-9 Dreamliner. Luckily, we get two Qantas flights, right? So if one of them gets delayed by like 14, 15 hours, you know, we always got another one. Qantas Flight 22 is due in 3 minutes. So we should see that one depart pretty much any minute now. We still have hope for this one. You know, it could be departing short, not going full length. We do not know. Ooh, welcome, Uncle Plane Guy saying, guess what just came into Indy? What new / special aircraft has arrived in Indy tonight? Oh wait, not what I wanted. Historic relic came into Indy. UPS flight 9797 coming in from El Paso, the Airbus A300 freighter, not just 15 minutes out. So, you know, it's like the UPS was like, you know, we'll give you this MD-11 to, you know, occupy your time so far, but we've got an A300 coming your way, as well as a Viva Aerobus Flight 781 coming in from Salau, an Airbus A320. They used to send their Neos over here, I thought. Maybe not now. There should also be another departure, I feel like. I feel like there was the Ontario departure. Top of the ridge. Spoilers up, reversers out on the A321. Don't forget, we still have a queen here with UPS. Don't forget. The night is, in fact, young. SkyWest. American Airlines 9784 coming in from Chicago here, now just 24 minutes out from arrival. You know, actually, we're gonna hold on that departure for a second. I do want to make it a little bit brighter. Much better. Welcome, Nancy. Welcome. Saying first time here, liked and subscribed. That is the type of support that keeps us going. We appreciate the kind comments and welcome. Hopefully, you know, you are genuinely enjoying the show tonight. Smell jet fuel, so there's definitely a UPS aircraft firing up somewhere. There we go. Qantas Flight 22 headed back to Melbourne, lit up on the radar. Spoilers up, reversers out. UPS on the downwind. Welcome, Mike. Welcome. Another American Heavy, Dash 9 Dreamliner, making its way up Taxi Big Hole. You know, it's funny, last stream, we used the Finnair polka dot livery as our thumbnail, and just like a normal one. Can I show the caravans? Sure. Can I find them? They're somewhere here. Let's see where it is. Oh, it's not there. Somewhere over here. Hold on. There she is. As it gets darker, it gets harder and harder to spot those little ones. Spoilers up, reversers out. And the E175. Welcome, Joshua Leclerc. Welcome.
4236, hold short of runway 18 left at Lima. Hold short of 20 left at Lima, onboard 46.
You know what, I'll, This is the Super Cargo Master coming in from Tyler, Texas, flight 655 for Martin Air. Oh. UPS Queen. Just chilling. It is chilling right next to us. Oh, there's another. There's a Saab. Where is it? Is this the Saab? There's the Saab. Oh, I low-key, like, we should have a UPS arrival shortly. Alright, let's see what this UPS flight is. Number 2 for arrival is the UPS flight coming in from El Paso. I don't know when the last time I saw one of these depart here. Kind of hidden. Qantas pushed back. The Dreamliner headed back to Melbourne, flight 22. Getting ready for a long 15-hour trek back down to the land down under. It is a 7,800 nautical mile flight. On board a 4-year-old Dreamliner delivered back to Qantas in November of 2020. That one shortly 5 years old. 2 months to the big 5. Spoilers up, reversers out. Hold on. Is everything good over there? I hope that's not a fire from the smoke that we saw earlier. I'll stick with the departure. I was gonna go to the UPS arrival, but we do have a departure here, so I'll stick with it. As Qantas begins its taxi, this one off to Santa Ana on board a MAX 8. We do have an A300, sorry about that. UPS flight 753, an A300 freighter off to Chicago Rockford, lit up here on the radar. I don't see its beacon lights on yet, but they'll fire up shortly. Spoilers up, reversers out on this A300 coming in from El Paso. We're kind of just trading A300s for UPS. One off to Chicago, one coming in from El Paso. And I'll quickly head over to the Qantas Dreamliner. There she is. And as we are speaking, Turkish Flight 192 headed back to Istanbul. On board a 787-9. Dreamliner is pushing back from the gates at Terminal D. Plenty of... I'm going to actually go to what's closest to us. We have a 757 pushing back here from UPS. So 2 pushbacks here from UPS, depending on which way this one pushes out, will honestly determine where both of the aircraft... I think the Chicago aircraft, from the data that I know, from the amount of times I've been out here and spotted, I know this one usually comes to the west side. And if this one phases its nose towards us, not only will we have a very nice engine startup to listen to, but it'll also come here to the west side. And that's what it's looking like. Looking like a nose facing north. This one, a flight 769 off to Ontario. 757, 31 years old, delivered back in August of 1994. So again, departure-wise, we have the A300 for UPS, flight 753 off to Chicago Rockford, pushed back. the UPS 757 off to Ontario, which is what we're looking at here. Qantas Flight 22 off to Melbourne is taxiing up north right now. Should be departing here on the west side soon. And Turkish Flight 192 headed back to Istanbul is now pushed back. They put the important packages on the 757. Is that so? There goes the tug. So a lot of these ones fire up. I'm gonna head to the Qantas Dreamliner, taxiing over here. The good part about Australia is it is west of us. Here from DFW, so it'll be a west side departure. A lot of heavies.
Easy. Are y'all live streaming?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm watching YouTube.
Okay. Just for like plane spotting or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, how the heavies flow. Moment of truth for this Dreamliner headed back to Istanbul. Honestly, it should come here to the west side. There's no real departures there on the east side. It still wants the 17s.
1602, traffic is open. Cross runway 18 left at Whiskey Lima, kind of ground 185. Cross runway west left at Whiskey Lima, kind of ground 185. Section 4372, cross runway 18 left at Whiskey Lima, kind of ground 185. Local 3 Bravo Victor, DFW, traffic is open. Cross runway 18 left and runway 18 right at Zulu, that's the Jones Durant. Copy that, cross 18 left, cross 18 right at Zulu, and then turn to the rear for 3 Bravo Victor local. Okay, plus the I-93, plus the
Look who joined.
Welcome, my soul doesn't wait, and Robbie Batista, welcome. I have yet to find a spot on the east side. I've been wanting to find a spot for so long. Can't find one. You know, because now that when the British Airways A380, when it came, it would depart prime time golden hour, 8 o'clock, 7:15 to, between 7:15 to 8 o'clock is when it departed. 7:15 was its actual scheduled time, but that's usually when you push back and then you have all the pre-flight checks and everything. So it only get up in the air at around 7:45 to 8, which is a golden hour. But now with the Qantas being in and departing at 10:40, I've been wanting to find a spot on the east side because, most of the heavies that we have at this hour are European or, South American or, we don't really have that many Eastern Asian flights at this time, just because of, they come in the morning and leave in the morning. So all those South American and European flights, they all head to the east side. So I've been wanting to find a spot, change it up a little bit. So Turkish right now is just holding short of runway 17 right, which is the east side's departing runway. We're about to have an A320 headed off to San Francisco intrude the shot here. Oh. There we are. And Turkish is lining up there on the east side. I'll make sure to catch Turkish. Obviously, just because it's departing on the east side doesn't mean I can't see it. So once that one lifts its nose, I'll be able to see it clear as day. We're going to keep an eye out. Turkish is officially on the roll. So usually these heavies lift their nose up right around here. Just above the terminal. Terminal B right there is where it'll lift its head. Now the hard part is finding the aircraft, obviously. And there she is, the Dash 9 Dreamliner headed back to Istanbul. I believe, no, I think we missed it. We saw it taxi to the gate. We just landed there on the east side as we were setting things up. There she goes. And with that departure right there, our airfield gets really quiet. Standing right in the shot of the 747. And honestly, y'all, it's 9 p.m. I think for tonight, we do have one more arrival. I'll catch the arrival coming in from San Francisco. Coming in right now. And I think we will head on out, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be live on Wednesday. Check. Obviously Wednesday is when I'm starting school. So if I don't go live, it's probably because of school. So keep your eyes peeled. I'll definitely have a reminder for y'all if you guys for y'all to know, obviously. So check back around at 6:30 on Wednesday just to see if we're live from here. If not, y'all will definitely see us on Friday. Spoilers up, reversers out on this jet from San Francisco. I would say that y'all can go watch Walt, but I think he's out this week. So I think it's just me out here this week. Taking a little break. So, again, keep your eyes peeled on Wednesday. No promises that there'll be a show, but I'll definitely try and get one out there. If not, y'all will definitely see us out here on Friday for our usual Friday stream, starting at 6:30. Tonight has been a stream for the books. I appreciate every new viewer, every new subscriber, every like that we got tonight. We are 5 subscribers away from 13,800 subscribers, so hopefully we can get there, next stream.
How many?
13,795.
Wow, so close.
So close. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night. If you guys are, in Oceania or Eastern Asia, then good morning to the folks on the other side of the world where we have nighttime now. We hope you guys have a good rest of your day, your night, and we will see y'all shortly. Spoilers up, reversers out, and good night, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night, everyone.